I wanted to give you guys a tour of what my studio space looks like right now. Okay, so follow along with me and I will show you. So we're currently in the downstairs basement part of my home. And so we're looking down the hallway here. And so potentially, the space will be over here in the utility room. And so let me show you what that looks like. There we go. So the room has plenty of lighting. Needs a lot of work though. A floor, for example, needs redone, and of course there needs to be some cleanup over there. I have a utility sink, but it's not hooked up and it's full of junk. So what I'm thinking is, initially I might just put a bucket under here to catch, the clay water so it doesn't go in my septic system. And I have water hook up there where an old washer and dryer used to be. And if I eventually want to vent my kiln out, I have a dryer vent hole there. So I'll look at that. But we have a lot of patching to do in this space. You can see the holes down there where different water repair has been done over the year. A few ceiling tiles are missing. Just general patching. But this space will be good to start the studio. And I need to get the exercise bike out of here. That's something that was kind of left over from a different time, if you will. And then, of course, I've got the kiln. The kiln is pretty cool. It's actually, I installed this electric circuit myself. And then I had a certified electrician come out and certify I did everything right. And, my particular jurisdiction, I did not need a permit to put that in, to the best of my knowledge. But nonetheless, the electrician came out and made sure everything was legal and up to code. And I guess I'll show you real quick in the panel here. He also put a nice whole house surge protector in right here. So that was a nice safety feature. And so my space will be nice, usable, up to code, safe. But like I said, the floors definitely could use some help, but it's going to be used for pottery. Let me talk about my kiln for a little bit here. So you can kind of see it takes 240 volts, right? This particular kiln, I believe, is a 40 amp kiln. This is the sitter. It's a Model P sitter, manual sitter. Okay, and I'll kind of show you how that works in a minute. And then you have two controls here, so you can set high, medium, and low for the two coils that are inside the elements. And this is a Paragon kiln. So, and then you can see the two peepholes here. So this is a Paragon A-88-B. Okay, and I got that information right off of here. I believe it's either on that particular label or perhaps on the side here. Yeah, I believe it's actually on the side here, which is probably the wrong orientation for you. But you'll have to take my word for it if you couldn't read it on the label there. But it's pretty nice. The bricks in here. This kiln was $350. I got it on like Facebook Marketplace or something like that. It just has a couple of breaks here, which is no big deal. Right there's a missing piece, and these could be easily repaired. But look how good the bottom looks, and in general, the top of the lid, everything looks really good. But I'll explain a little bit about this this manual sitter. See, there's a rod here, and you put your small cone in here, and it will melt, okay, and that latch will fall down, and that makes the switch turn off when it gets to temperature. So that switch is set up out here, right? You just push that button, and that rod is going to hold that up, right? So the cone will melt inside when it reaches temperature. It'll let that rod come up, and it'll go like that, and this button pops back out, and the kiln shuts off. So that's how that works. You still don't want to leave it unattended, but as long as I'm here and all, it'll be good. This kiln doesn't have a vent, and it's probably a good idea to vent out these fumes through the existing dryer vent over there. Just use the right kind of pipe and all. So I'm going to do some research for that. But meanwhile, I do have a door right here. I could just open this and let those fumes go out. that's an option. As long as my HVAC system back here is not running at the time. You know, we don't want it to suck up the fumes or anything like that. But for now, I think this will be okay. But this space is kind of small, right? And it definitely needs some organization. I'll go over the cones I have, by the way. I have cone 5, and I have cone 6 small cones, right? And then some of the things came with my kiln, like, let's see, these cones here. So they have a little label here. It looks like 05, so that could be good for like a bisque firing. I know 04 is what they were saying, but I believe 05 works too. This is 017. That's for other stuff, right? So, and then 018, 016, 017, those are probably for other things as well. And then I have 19, 16, 17, 18s. And then this one is 019. So those are probably for other special uses. And then I have some 06s here. These are standing cones, so those are wee witness cones. But I don't see anything I'm gonna really use 06 for at the moment. Now my cone came with this furniture. See, so there's various pieces in here to support different pieces you're working on. The legs for the shelves are in here. I think this thing is a piece of the peephole. I got a replacement peephole because one of the peepholes was broken. There's a cone. I'm not sure which kind it is. But anyways, there's various pieces. There's some kiln wash. I have back here. Right here. And then I have, this is a kiln coating and repair cement. That came with my kiln as well. I purchased some glazes. This is Sedona Sunset, right? And then the one below it, let's see what that one is. That is key lime, right? So I have a nice green and kind of a red or brown color there. Let's see. Oh, I have a nice container full of tools there. Some sponges back here, a little tray, and there's various tools in there as well. There's something to cut the clay. And then there are 3 different types of clay on the ground. No, that's hard clay. That'll have to go through reclaim, depending upon what type of clay it is, if I can figure out what type it is. That way I know what temperature it fires at. Let's see. So, and then this box also came with the kiln. I'll show you what's in there. So that is the shelves. I think there's 2 complete shelves in there. Yeah, 2. So that will definitely come in handy. And I'm glad this kiln actually came with that. That wasn't bad for $350. And just real quick, go back over. If you look at these elements, they seem to be good where it's exposed here. You can kind of see these elements look pretty good. Doesn't look worn down at all. And the same thing, you can kind of see it through here. Okay. So, yeah. I can't wait to get started. I'm waiting on the wheel to come, and then I'm going to start organizing this space over here. Get rid of all this junk. This used to be a laundry room. That's why it's kind of messy like this. But I will get that cleaned up and get this space built out. We'll see you at the next video. Just a real quick video. In addition to this small space, right, we were talking about on the last video, I wanted to show you a little bit more potential. There's a room here, and it's embarrassing how messy that room is, but it is about 9 by 12 feet. And then a smaller room here, which is really messy too. And so those 2 spaces could potentially be glazing rooms, or they could be rooms to do work in. So just wanted to also throw that in there and share that with you guys. So yeah, looking forward to getting this all built out. It is going to be a journey for sure, and it's going to take some time to get this up to full operation. But my hopes is to today I want to get that wheel, and I'd like to set it up somewhere in this space, somewhere next to the kiln. But I don't know, maybe I'll just move this big block of laundry here, and table or chair and the desk or whatever that stuff is, get it out of here, and maybe put my wheel over there for now. I definitely have power up on the wall about right there. And yeah, that should be enough for that wheel to power that. And then, yeah, I think temporarily I'll have to set up some kind of a table or something in this space to kind of dry things on, to let my work dry. Yeah, so that is definitely part of the goals today. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.